So the latest Fallout 76 fiasco has to do with players who bought a $200 special edition, getting a shitty nylon bag instead of what was advertised. Here you can see what's in the advertisement, and then here you can see what they got. So what does Bethesda do? They offer people a measly 500 atoms, a whopping $5 value of in-game currency. What can you buy with 500 atoms, you wonder? A door and some flowers. This latest stunt by Bethesda is just a symptom of something I've been saying for a long time. Bethesda is finished. Years ago when Skyrim was released and I played it, I decided that it was an enjoyable game, but most likely the last decent game Bethesda would ever release. I saw the trend in gaming companies casualizing and watering down their games, and I knew where it would lead. People didn't believe me, but Mr. Obvious, I love Fallout. I love the Elder Scrolls series. New Vegas was good. New Vegas has long been one of the best modern Fallout games. Unfortunately, New Vegas was made by Obsidian, not Bethesda. In fact, I wasn't even able to complete Fallout 3 after starting New Vegas and realizing that Fallout 3 was really bad. It was completely empty of content. It just wasn't as fun as Fallout New Vegas. And I feel like this is a huge trend in modern Bethesda games. They're just not as fun. The first two Fallout games were fantastic. They were isometric games, a form of 2D games that look 3D, advanced for its time, and really fun for its time. Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 are not the most graphically advanced games. They don't have as many modern advancements, but somehow, despite having less technical advancement, there's more options. In the new Fallout games, Bethesda has made it their MO to not allow you to kill children. In the original Fallout games, there's a place called the Thieves' Den, which is basically a criminal part of town. There's these little shits who pickpocket you every time you walk through a building, and you can get back at them by placing dynamite in their pockets, reverse pickpocketing, and making them explode. And the best part about this is there's no karma hit. You don't even get the child killer perk, a perk of which Bethesda has taken out of the games because screw fun. Skyrim, as enjoyable as it was for one playthrough, it kind of insults the player's intelligence. The quests are simplistic. There's not a whole lot going on. The main quest is so short, it's a joke. It did some things right. It wasn't all bad. I had fun with the experience, but I knew this would be the last decent thing that Bethesda would create. And now finally, years later, after everyone told me I was wrong, Fallout 76 comes out, and I'm being proven right. We're finally reaching a point in the industry where things are just hitting the fan. So some of you may or may not know that Fallout 76 is actually facing a class action lawsuit. Summing it up right here, while minor bugs and glitches are expected with the release of games, Fallout 76 launched with a 56 gigabyte patch, which I believe was actually bigger than the actual game itself at the time. That was proven to be but a starting point for the game's problems. Gamers who try to receive a refund because of the game's myriad of glitches have been unable to do so since they downloaded the game, leaving them to deal with an unplayable experience until patches bring it back to a playable state. So, long story short, there's a Washington firm, I believe it's Washington, D.C., investigating occurrences where Fallout players, Fallout 76, were denied a refund on the game, specifically in cases where players were deemed ineligible for a refund due to various factors. Some players have even made the assertion, which I believe is completely true, that Fallout 76 was not released on Steam simply to avoid the platform's refund policies. And honestly, I think this is true, because people who actually wanted to order a physical copy of the game, Fallout 76, received cardboard discs. I'm not even joking. If you bought a physical copy of the game, and I believe this applies to the special edition as well, you received cardboard. And here's the thing about that. Bethesda says, if you downloaded the game, you can't get a refund. Well, guess what? Everyone had to download the game because no one actually received a physical disc. So now Bethesda is offering 500 atoms, literally $5 worth of in-game credit, which is microtransactions, as a reward for people who are unhappy with their crappy nylon bag, which was not as advertised, which is false advertising. Basically trying to do squat all about it. I saw this coming. I knew this day would come. I'm just surprised that finally people are seeing through it. Oh boy. So, just a few of the comments people have left here. Hugbees says, "We're sorry our $200 product sucks. Here's $5. I'm laughing so hard, it hurts." Honestly, yeah, all of this is justified. They're not learning their lesson. They're not changing. They're basically just screwing everyone over. Oh, and there's a user here who points out something important. Everyone, do not take the atoms. In the event of a lawsuit, which again is already happening, so maybe we're going to get another lawsuit, it is possible that the prosecution wins. You won't get a refund since they can argue that you accepted atoms as a form of restitution. More shady anti-consumer practices. This has been going on for far too long. So yeah, Bethesda's ripping off customers. I believe they've been doing so for a long time, watering down their games. Fallout 1 and 2 are completely different experiences. They're just better. And Fallout New Vegas is the best modern interpretation of that. All the new Fallouts, I do not like. I didn't want to play Fallout 4. They took out dialogue. Basically useless. It's not an RPG because you don't actually have to make choices. It's just a one-size-fits-all. There's no point. I think Bethesda's finished. I think we're going to be seeing a big turning point in the industry right now where people are just sick of it. They're sick of the games being watered down. You're not allowed to have fun. Use these microtransactions, loot boxes, money grubbing. That's all it is. It's greed. That's all they care about anymore. Money. Nobody's interested in making good games. And it just sickens me. It just sickens me. So what do you guys think about this fiasco? I honestly think that this is a turning point. A turning point in the industry. I can only guess what's going to come next. But I, for one, am enjoying watching it all go down in flames. And that about wraps up the story for today. Thank you for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, bringing you the obvious. Stay tuned. I will see you all next time.